Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pasadena City College's 91st Annual Commencement Exercises. Ladies and gentlemen, the faculty of Pasadena City College. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the Pasadena City College Class of 2016.
Please be seated. Good evening and welcome to Pasadena City College. At Pasadena City College, we cherish the shared values that bind us together and form our democracy, made possible through the sacrifices of our country's veterans who have put their lives on the line to defend and protect our way of life. At this time, I would like to invite all active duty and veteran service members of the United States Armed Forces, including those in the audience, among our faculty and staff, and among our graduates, to please rise and be acknowledged for your service to our country.
Good evening. I'm Irving G. Morales, the Pasadena City College Associate Student President. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, please remain standing for the national anthem.
Please be seated. Let me introduce you to the people seated on the stage and in the first row, starting with the members of the Board of Trustees. Beginning on my right, the Honorable Dr. Anthony Fellow, Trustee. The Honorable Mr. Hoyt Hillsman, Trustee. The Honorable Mr. John Martin, Trustee. And the Honorable Mr. James Osterling, Trustee. On my left, the Honorable Ms. Linda Wah, President of the Board of Trustees. The Honorable Dr. Ross Selvage, Trustee. And the Honorable Ms. Kelly Ban, Student Trustee. Our speaker for this evening, who will be introduced in more detail later in the program, Ms. Paula Madison. On your left, in the second row on stage, Dr. Valerie Foster, President of the Academic Senate. Ms. Ginny Sullivan, Vice President of the Classified Senate. Ms. Bobby Abrams, Executive Director of the PCC Foundation. On your right, in the second row, Dr. Robert Bell, Senior Vice President, Assistant Superintendent for non-credit and off-site campuses. Ms. Athena Garcia Gunn, the student speaker for the class of 2016. She will address the class later in the program. To her left, the student speaker of the Omicron Mu Delta Service Honor Society, Ms. Jenny Chuang. And finally, the Associated Student Body President, Mr. Irving Morales. That completes introductions of those seated on the stage. I will now introduce the first row on your left, faculty members Ms. Rosemary Scott and Ms. Sarah Barker, who will carry out the fine tradition as the announcers of each of the graduates' names. Mr. Don Lees, who is being honored for the Community Special Recognition. Carol Calandra, the RISA Award recipient for support in education. The Faculty RISA Award recipient, Dr. Jillian Bladdy, as well as our dedicated, hard-working administrators. On the front row, we also have the Honorable Scott Svonkin, President of the Los Angeles Community College District Board of Trustees, who has returned to Pasadena City College today to accept his associate's degree diploma. He left PCC 3 units short of his AA degree before continuing his education at California State University, Northridge, and going on to success in public service. But today we are proud to see him join the ranks of the PCC Lancer alumni. Welcome, Scott. Now it is my pleasure to present to you the students who earned the highest academic honor this year and are the summa cum laude students of the class of 2016. They are in the first 2 rows on your right. I would ask them all to stand to be recognized. Please join me in warmly congratulating the summa cum laude graduates of the class of 2016. You may be seated. Pasadena City College has a long history of excellent faculty and staff who make this one of the finest institutions in the United States of America. And we are proud of the work that they do with all of our students. I would like to acknowledge this year's retirees for their contributions to Pasadena City College and ask them to stand to be publicly recognized for their service. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the President of the Board of Trustees for the Pasadena Area Community College District, the Honorable Ms. Linda Wah.
Greetings from the Board of Trustees of the Pasadena Area Community College District. I want to congratulate you all, and in a few hours you will be holding a piece of paper that signifies that you will have one of the most valuable possessions you will ever hold, and that is you have earned the right to say that you have you come from a well-educated college. So congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, President Wang. Graduates, families, faculty, staff, administrators, and honored guests, on behalf of the entire Pasadena City College community, welcome to the 2016 commencement proceedings. Today, we are here to honor the students before you that have achieved their educational goals and are prepared to take the next steps to advance their station in life. To the graduates seated in front of me, I offer my heartiest congratulations. You are at a major milestone in your development as individuals and members of our community, and I encourage you to cherish every moment this evening and throughout the coming days. You have every right to be proud of your achievements today. I would like to share some facts with you about the group in front of me. Today, PCC is honoring 2,251 graduates earning associate degrees, and another 278 earning certificates. That is more than 2,500 students graduating from PCC this semester. Our graduates hail from 22 different countries, from China to the Netherlands to Venezuela and points in between. Our oldest recipient is 74 years old, and our youngest is 17. Clearly, PCC is a place that welcomes people from all walks of life. Throughout the journey that brought you here this evening, you have no doubt heard many reasons for you to pursue this goal. You may have been told that education is the best investment you can make in yourself, or that you'll meet new, exciting people in college that you'll remember for the rest of your life. Or perhaps someone told you that by pursuing education beyond high school, you are increasing your chances of getting a better job with a bigger paycheck, thereby increasing the prospects of both you and your family. I would just like to point out that each of these points is true, but I want to focus attention for a moment on the benefits that go beyond the self-improvement of this group of graduates, and instead highlight how you drive to improve your education and how this drive has a positive impact on our entire community. As students at PCC, each of you has put yourself in situations where you were asked to learn something unfamiliar. It could have been a new mathematical concept or historical fact, or maybe it was a chemical reaction that led to unexpected results. But whether it was trigonometry or automotive systems design, in your willingness to acknowledge the limitations of your experience and strive to understand something new, you demonstrated a crucial character trait that the growth of our society requires: curiosity about the world around you. Your curiosity, your interest in learning, means that you are not satisfied with maintaining the status quo. You are motivated by progress and dedicated to the development of a more complete picture of the world. When you encounter questions, you are driven to find the answers and to put those answers to good use. Our community depends upon this curiosity of yours. The San Gabriel Valley is home to more than 2 million people, and our neighborhoods, communities, cities, and entire region are looking for answers to the questions that confront us every day. How will we prepare ourselves for a more sustainable future? What systems should be in place to move people and goods freely and easily across our region? How will we provide good schools and good jobs for generations to come? The search for answers depends upon educated, accomplished, curious young people like each of you to drive our region. I urge you to keep that curiosity close to your heart as you reflect upon your time at PCC. Do not lose sight of the spark of inspiration that comes when you understand something new, or the warm feeling of camaraderie that comes from working with your peers on a meaningful project. More than facts and figures, these moments are the true dividends of your education, and our entire community benefits from your having experienced them. I want to remind you that none of you made this journey alone. Throughout your time at PCC, you had family, friends, spouses, co-workers, mentors, and professors at your back, celebrating your achievements and lending support when you were down. Graduates, please take a moment to those loved ones who encouraged you and in some cases sacrificed to make it possible for you to pursue your educational journey. Please stand and acknowledge this support. Today, family and friends, you are part of the amazing academic community found at PCC. More than 25,000 students from across Southern California call PCC their educational home. And we are proud to be recognized by so many eager learners as a place of educational quality. This quality is not a secret. In fact, just this afternoon, I received some very exciting news. PCC has been recognized by the Aspen Institute as one of the top 50 community colleges in the country. And we continue to compete for top honors in the prestigious Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence. My congratulations to all who continue to make this achievement possible, not least of which is our diverse, welcoming student body. I am consistently impressed by the caliber of our students, and I truly enjoy you and learning your personal stories. I would like to share the stories of two of these students with you now. Sarai Lomeli sits among the graduates in front of me. But 10 years ago, there was no guarantee that she would be here tonight. At the age of 15, Sarai dropped out of high school to help her mother raise her 5 younger siblings. Between the stress of independent study and 12-hour babysitting shifts, she fell behind and gave up on school altogether. Soon, she found herself turning to substance abuse to cope with the negative feelings about herself. When her mother moved to Texas 5 years later, Sarai elected to stay behind in an attempt to break that cycle. Although living on her own presented a host of new challenges, including going without food, a friend encouraged Sarai to enroll in a class at PCC as a way of nurturing her innate curiosity that I spoke about earlier. Today, 4 years later, Sarai is prepared to transfer to a 4-year university with a focus on bioengineering. She plans to earn her master's degree, and eventually share her experience with others who may be asking some of the same fundamental questions she was. Sarai, we are all proud of you for everything you have done to make it here today. The other story I would like to highlight concerns achievements on both the field of medicine and on the field of athletics. Holly Riker Sloan was a senior at Gar High School in Cerritos with a promising career in softball when she was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder that affected her kidneys. In order to keep her body from attacking her organisms, she had to have a kidney transplant, a move that forced her to pass up a sports scholarship to the University of New Mexico. In the months and years following her surgery, her health continued to falter, and as she progressed through 7 courses of chemotherapy, her doctors delivered a shock. Her body was rejecting the transplant, and she would need to go under the knife again. Until that time, no one but Holly and her closest confidants knew what had been going on. Through it all, Holly kept her medical situation to herself, striving to perform on the field and to keep her grades in line. She excelled as a catcher, earning all South Coast Conference and all Southern California honors in 2015. When she finally told her teammates and coaches, they were impressed by her perseverance and determination to overcome these challenges. When her health prevented her from performing on the field, Holly put her studies above everything else. During her 6-hour-long IV treatments, she would work on homework and projects while others on her ward rested their bodies. When her body was well again, she returned to practice with her team. Today, Holly graduates PCC with a 3.4 overall GPA, and she earned a perfect 4.0 last fall. She will also have a place in PCC's record books with more home runs in her career than any other softball player. This year, Holly was awarded the prestigious 3CFA Achievement Award from the California Community College Athletic Association, given to those athletes that overcome insurmountable obstacles. She plans to attend Whittier College as a physical therapy major and hopes to pursue her doctorate. Holly, I believe I speak for everyone here tonight when I say that I am awestruck by your achievements. Every student graduating tonight has a story like Sarai and Holly's, in which you have persevered against the odds to achieve your goals. On behalf of my colleagues on the faculty and in the college administration, I extend my profound appreciation to you for your dedication to your education. It is my honor to welcome the class of 2016 into the lifelong community of Lancer alumni, a family that stretches back more than 90 years and includes men and women from all walks of life. As you begin this next phase of your lives, I urge you to honor the tradition of excellence that has distinguished Pasadena City College graduates for decades. My colleagues and I look forward to learning of your achievements. Your community is proud of you, I am proud of you, and I hope you are proud of yourselves. Onward, Lancers, and congratulations. Tonight's keynote address will be delivered by Ms. Paula Madison. Paula Williams Madison is Chairman and CEO of Madison Media Management, a Los Angeles-based media consultancy company with global reach. In 2011, Ms. Madison retired from NBC Universal, where she had been Executive Vice President of Diversity as well as a vice president of the General Electric Company, then the parent company of NBC Universal. During her 22 years with NBCU, she held a number of successful leadership roles, including president and general manager of NBC4 Los Angeles regional general manager for NBCU's Telemundo TV stations, and vice president and news director of NBC4 New York. Honored for corporate leadership and community outreach, Ms. Madison was named one of the 75 most powerful African Americans in corporate America by Black Enterprise magazine in 2005, and included in the Hollywood Reporter's Power 100. She's been honored by Asian organizations as well, having been recognized in 2014 as one of the outstanding 50 Asian Americans in business. And in 2015, she was honored by the East-West Players and AARP with their Visionary Award, and by the Chinese American Museum in Los Angeles with their History Maker Award. In August 2013, Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti appointed Ms. Madison to the Los Angeles Police Commission, where she served as vice president until 2015. Ms. Madison is a board member of the Greater Los Angeles United Way, the California Science Foundation, vice chair of National Medical Fellowships, the Maynard Institute for Journalism Education, Cardinal Spellman High School, and chair of the Nell Williams Family Foundation, as well as a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. A native of Harlem, Ms. Madison and her husband Roosevelt reside in Los Angeles. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Paula Madison.
First of all, let me congratulate all of the 2016 soon-to-be graduates of PCC. And while I think it was a wonderful moment when Dr. Verdian said that you should thank everyone who was a participant in your getting here today, I just don't think you were loud enough. I think you were much too polite. And this is the moment where, on the eve of Mother's Day, I think, without losing your mortarboards or the funny hats on your head, I think you should stand up again and thank everyone loudly and enthusiastically who helped get you here today. I'll give you 30 seconds. Okay. So, what I want to talk to you about for the next few minutes is about family and legacy and responsibility and fulfillment of dreams. Did you hear a moment ago when I was introduced as one of the top something Black people? Did you also hear when I was named one of the top something Asian Americans? Do you wonder what is going on? So, yeah, I'm obviously Black. I'm not so obviously Chinese. For the moment, what I like to do is, while you're saying, what is she talking about? How can she be Chinese? She doesn't look Chinese. She even has an afro sticking out on the side of that. I'm going to take off my glasses, and you see in the next 10 seconds whether in any way I would resemble my Chinese grandfather. It makes sense I would resemble my Jamaican grandfather, but maybe not so obviously my Chinese grandfather. And I bring this to you, and I say this to you as the sky is opening up, because about family and about responsibility and legacy. I grew up the child of 2 immigrants from Jamaica who moved to Harlem, and I was raised on stories of how my mother was taken from her Chinese father when she was 3 years old. And even though my mother hadn't had the opportunity that we had, you and me, to attend college and graduate from college, what I can tell you is that inside our families, where our fathers and mothers and aunts and uncles and grandparents are, there's a great deal of wisdom. And so in order for me to address this notion of commencement, which is the beginning, I want to talk to you about what you can learn from the past, and the not too distant past, I might say. In your very own homes, or across town where your parents live, or if you live with your parents in your very own homes, you have people who will probably never love you more than anybody else walking this planet. These people have sacrificed for you, you know that. These people have advised you, you know that. And they've also told you what to do. You definitely know that. And many times what you don't want to do is listen to their advice. So I'm going to give you your parents' advice, but it's going to come from my mouth. When I was 8 years old and in the 3rd grade, I came home from school one day. I went to Catholic school in Harlem, and I was so excited because, as usual, I was going to give my mother my report card, and she would just be so excited. My mother went only as far as the 2nd form in the British system, which is about 6th or 7th grade. And when I handed her my report card, she stared at it, and the usual smile that I was expecting wasn't there. She had a very stern look on her face. And I like to say, in my mother's leaning into my face, it wasn't the Sheryl Sandberg leaning in. It was the, I did not come to this country for you to get a B lean in, which is exactly what she said. So in the 3rd grade at the age of 8, my mother said to me what I'll bet many of your parents have said to you. I came here so you could get a great education. I sent you to this school so you could get a great education. And if I stay home and I clean and I cook and I listen to your miserable whatever, I'm doing it in exchange for you doing the very best you can. And as my mother completed that thought, she said, if I thought a B was the best that you could do, then I'd be okay with that. But you know and I know, yeah, my mama changed my life forever with that statement. The other one that I would say to you is that don't hide. Your parents tell you don't hide. But here's how it plays out in real life. Let's pretend you're working in an office. And let's pretend that you don't quite know where you stand. And let's pretend that as you've now grown up and you're in this office, that annually someone's going to come to you and hand you something called a performance evaluation. Have you heard of that? So when you fill out this performance evaluation, you fill out your portion, and your supervisor fills out his or her portion. And that's the point where you learn how they think you're doing. Now, my mother always said to me, how are you doing in school? I guess I'm doing okay. Why do you guess you're doing okay? How come you don't know? Well, I mean, I get a certain grade for my exams, and I get a certain grade for class participation. And my mother said, and how are you doing? I guess I'm doing okay. And my mother said, you go back to school and you ask that teacher how you're doing. Why? Because before the next report card comes, I'm supposed to be able to course correct, adjust. If I'm not doing as well as an A, then I have to go back in and fix it so that I can get an A. And here's how it plays out in corporate America. If you consider that annually you're going to get this performance evaluation, you will spend anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour with your supervisor going over everything that you did in the past 12 months. And here's how I managed it, keeping my mother's not even advice, but command in mind. I would go to my boss once every quarter and I'd say, "You have 5 minutes?" Sure, come on in. "So how am I doing?" "Well, you're actually doing okay." "Well, how did I do on that last project?" "Well, it could have been better if you had done X, Y, and Z." The next quarter I go back and say, "You have 5 minutes? Come on in." "So how am I doing since you gave me that advice? Am I doing?" "Yes, you're doing much better. In fact," the third quarter I go back and do the same thing until finally I get to the fourth quarter and it's time for my performance evaluation. And everybody else is having the discussion about the past 12 months. And you know what we're discussing? My future. We've already talked about the past 12 months, over the past 12 months. My mother's insistence that I know where I stand means that I can ask my supervisor, "So what do you think the next career path for me is? What's the next step?" "Oh, I think you could probably be news director someday." "Me?" "Well, if you think I could be that, can I get your help? Can I count on you for support and endorsement? And if I need some more training, would you help me with that?" That small series of conversations put in my head by my mother meant that I've only ever applied for one job in my whole life, the first one. And after that, people came to me and offered me jobs, or I was promoted. So with that one, I say, be proactive, don't hide. My father, who was Jamaican, and if you know anything or heard anything about Jamaicans, there's a stereotype about us. Jamaicans have 50 jobs. They have 1 million jobs. And if you don't have 1 million jobs, you're no good. And so, what this comes from is a saying that my father would say to me, which goes something like this: "Any man who gets a paycheck from another man and that's his only income is a fool." Think about it. I interpreted that later on in my life as how to turn your corporate job into your side hustle. Think about it. If every day you go to work and it's not your company, and you actually are not sharing in the profits, then all of that energy that you're putting forth is actually going to build someone else's fortune. When, if you're like me, the child of people who came to this country with a dream, and usually the dream was, how can I become wealthy? How can my children become wealthy? My father's advice was, if you just go to work for someone, it is not likely that you will become wealthy. So, Jamaicans, generally speaking, and this is a gross generalization, will have a house, 4 bedrooms, sleep in 1 bedroom, rent out the other 3. Why is that? The concept is called multiple income streams. While you are getting your paycheck, you are also bringing in other money. While you are getting your paycheck, you learn to live below your means. Do you know that phrase, living below your means? That means that if you are afraid to ask your supervisor, "How am I doing?" because you're afraid of the answer, you should not buy red-soled shoes that cost $800 a pair. It is unwise, because you may be wearing those red-soled shoes out on the streets as you're looking for what? A job. Oh, but if you're like Jamaicans, we don't so much worry about jobs, because we have a job and we have real estate and we rent out rooms and we work after work. Why? So that we can become independent. Why? Because in the United States, where my mother and father looked on from afar in Jamaica, they believed that if the Rockefellers and the Carnegies could become wealthy starting out poor, then so could they. And if they couldn't do it, their children could do it. Now, how many people here have parents and grandparents and great-grandparents who believed in that? Right. And what I am telling you is my own version of how you achieve this success. How do I know this? Because the other admonition, not request, but demand, that my mother put to me and my brothers was, pool your money. You will go much farther in life if you don't try to establish your own wealth by yourself. Pool your money with your brothers, which is what we did. And so we began buying real estate and investing right after we got off of welfare. We grew up in Harlem on welfare, eating that cheese, eating that disgusting Spam, not having enough money to buy a Christmas tree at Christmas time, and waiting for the Christmas tree stands to close so that we could get the best of the worst and bring into our house and decorate. And oh, by the way, whatever else was left, we'd sell for about $2 because you have to have a hustle. And so ultimately what happened was we pooled our money, and one day, as I was an executive at NBC Universal, where I had invested and saved and worked and had stock options and RSUs and deferred income. If you don't already know about these things, learn about them. And my oldest brother said, I'm going to start an algorithmic trading company. Huh? What's that? He said, I'm going to teach computers how to trade faster than humans can on global financial markets. So my brother wrote programs, and my brother constructed the computers, but he didn't have enough capital in order to do what he needed to do. So I pulled money out of our savings, my husband and I. We got some other people together. We invested in my brother's dream. And a couple of years after that, the company was capitalized at $500 million. That comes from understanding that you have to be a part of a community, you have to be a part of a family, you have to have a dream, and you have to believe. My mother, and I don't like to say this, but I guess it's the best way of explaining it, half African Jamaican and half Chinese. I prefer to say mixed race. But I watched my mother recoil as a single mother growing up in Harlem who looked Chinese, not black at all, with 3 black children. And I would watch her recoil when people would say to her, "What are you?" Now, you are living in a generation where very, very often people are being asked, "What are you?" And I know my mother recoiled because she would sort of turn up her nose and storm away and hated being asked that question, as though she were an object and not a person. And so my mother said, "Don't let people define you. You define you." So these days, for your generation, in your time, when people ask you, "What are you?" my suggestion is that you ask them, "Do you mean what is my racial heritage?" It's a better question to ask, and it's a more accurate question to ask, in which case, feel comfortable answering that if you are. All of these points that I'm telling you come from the kinds of conversations that you have at home if you listen to your parents, if you listen to your grandparents, if you listen to your great-grandparents. And in my case, the dream that my mother had was twofold. One was she wanted me to learn and figure out whatever skill and tools I needed to become wealthy. She wasn't able to fulfill her dream personally, but she wanted it fulfilled through her children. The second one was, having been separated from her father at the age of 3 and then pretty much being abandoned, meant that for her, family was everything. Family was absolutely everything. And here you are tonight, one of the 800 or so present who will be receiving your degrees shortly, and you have family here. Some of you have lots of family here, and some of you have a few family, and some family members are biological, and some are family members who you chose. But you still have family. And without family, I was taught, you're nothing. So what's your responsibility? Because what people are going to talk to you about and what people are going to do is they're going to pat you on the back and say, this is great, and it is. But what does that mean once you go beyond what you will do for yourself? I never had a thought nor a concept of what I was going to do for myself. I always knew that what I had to do was bring honor to my family. I always knew that what I had to do was fulfill my mother's dream, the dream of a woman who had had such a hard and difficult life that as her only daughter, I saw it as my responsibility to carry out and fulfill what she wanted to have happen. And so, for my mother who never knew her Chinese family, when I retired from NBC in 2011, it was because I had made a vow that at the age of 58 I would retire and I would go to China and I would try to find my Chinese grandfather's descendants, because I presumed by then my grandfather had died, and I was right. And I am black, and I found them. And they are Chinese, and they embraced me. And now, when I say to you that family is everything, and dreams and goals are everything, and carrying out and fulfilling what your elders asked you to do, maybe not everything has to follow the exact path that they said. Oh, because my mother wanted me to be a doctor. My mother was not happy when I said I was going to be a journalist. What is that? She asked. I had pretty much become worthless for those of you who come from those cultures where doctors are everything. But I made my mother happy when my daughter became a doctor. But I say all that to tell you that you're on the verge now of achieving greatness. You're on the verge of hopefully not achieving mediocrity, but you certainly are on the verge of fulfilling the destiny that your ancestors request of you. So don't take any of this lightly. Don't see this as it's all mine. Don't see this as I got this done, because you didn't. Every one of us who achieves this level of success achieves this level of success because of all the people who helped us and love us. So my final thought to you is, after tonight, if you're not clear about the dreams and hopes and goals that your parents and grandparents had for you, you have a couple of ways of addressing it. Sit quietly and try to remember, or some of them are here. Sit quietly and ask them. And don't lose sight of your dream. And don't be derailed. I had a high school guidance counselor when I told her I wanted to go to Yale or Wesleyan or Vassar. I'm the kid who was on welfare. She threw her head back and laughed with great gusto. She laughed so hard tears came out of her eyes when I was in high school. I went to Catholic high school. And when she finished laughing, she said, Paula, don't you know that people like you don't go to schools like that? And I said, we better call the cardinal and tell him they're keeping the Catholics out. And then I stood up and I said, don't ever speak to me again. And about 2 months later, when the announcement came over the school PA system that I had received a full scholarship to Vassar College, she ran up to me and congratulated me. And I am ashamed to say it, but please understand why. I said to her, get away from me, don't ever speak to me again. And when I went home and told my mother smiled and said, you should have hit her. You can't do that in Catholic school. But I will tell you, in closing, that I've encountered many people along the way. I'm almost 64 years old. I've encountered many people in my life and many people along the way. And I don't know that I've ever heard better advice, greater wisdom, and I've never known people to love me more than my own parents. So as you leave here tonight and you're full of the smell and the thrill of success, please remember that what you are is the product of generations of hopes and goals and dreams, and that so many people are counting on you. Your family is counting on you. Your community is counting on you. The amazing people here, faculty and staff, who taught you and who support you and who, on some occasions, even love you. But you always have to give back. When you walk out of here today with your degree, don't forget this place. Don't forget that there are other people who are going to start here in the next few months with the same fear and trepidation you had when you started, and look at you now. I encourage you to follow some of the advice that my parents gave me, follow the advice that your parents gave you and will give you, and above all, remember that you're part of a big community and a large family, and yet and still, if you can hew to that, if you can stay clear and focused, my prayer for you is that success comes not only in the form of wealth, but in the joy of knowing true love and how to connect family. Somewhere here tonight, after that story of me telling you I needed to find my grandfather's descendants, 20 of us who are Black Chinese, my brothers and I and our descendants, we found them. We went to China. I wrote a book and shot a documentary, and we were welcomed by 300 of my grandfather's direct descendants. And one of them is here tonight, my cousin who is visiting from China for just a moment. He's in the US to do business. But wherever I go across the world and wherever country I've been to, from Singapore to China to the UK to Canada, I have met people of the Luo clan, L-U-O. That's how it's spelled in Mandarin. And having said that, I want to tell you that fulfilling my mother's dream revealed for me that I am the 151st generation of Luos, and our family's documented history goes back 3,000 years to 1006 BC. That's the power of family. That's the power of staying together. And oh yes, my brother's wealthy, I'm wealthy, my other brother's wealthy, all the grandchildren are wealthy. My parents died before they were able to see it. But these dreams, and I tell you about being wealthy not because that's the only goal, but it is a goal, and it is absolutely doable. It's absolutely doable, as is being successful, as is being a physicist and being a person who a few years ago was on drugs and homeless, and today is accepting a degree here tonight. I thank you for allowing me to come and see you and speak with you, and I do hope and pray that what you will do is stay close to your family, and above all, oh yeah, I should have told you this in the beginning, have fun.
Thank you, Dr. Madison.
It's my pleasure to introduce our guest performer tonight to sing with the concert band, Miss Anais Linares, who is a graduate tonight. She's a music major, and she's heading to Cal Arts in the fall. And she's a jazz voice major. She's going to be singing Stardust by Hoagy Carmichael.
Sometimes I wonder why I spend stars are bright. You're in my arms, the nightingale tells his fairy tale of paradise where roses grew. Though I dream in vain, in my heart it will remain, my stardust melody, the memory of love's
Good evening, graduates and guests. My name is Kelly Bond, and I'm the student trustee for Pasadena City College. It is my pleasure to introduce the Omicron Mu Delta student speaker, Jenny Chung. Jenny Chung was born in Taipei, Taiwan. On June 24, 2004, Jenny officially got her green card and moved to California with the rest of her family. Jenny migrated to the United States with little to no knowledge of the English alphabet. Communication, outreaching, and public speaking became her greatest fears. However, that never stopped her from working hard towards bettering herself. College was a fresh start for Jenny. After her first year of college, she was able to slowly get out of her comfort zone and hold leadership positions from Alpha Gamma Sigma Honor Society to being the vice president for public relations in the Associated Students. She also tutors at Garvey Intermediate in the Advancement via Individual Development Determination Program, AVID. Jenny will be receiving an associate's degree in social and behavioral science as well as an associate's degree in natural science. Jenny wishes to transfer to a 4-year nursing school, where she will continue her studies and pursue the field of medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, Jenny Chung.
Good evening, friends, family, and graduating class of 2016. My name is Jenny Chung, and it is an honor to stand with you all today, not just as a part of a graduating class, but also as the president of Omicron Mu Delta. Many of you may wonder, what is Omicron Mu Delta? Omicron Mu Delta, OMD, or what was originally known as the Order of Mask and Dagger, is an honor society that dates back to 1927. And it is the longest student-run organization on campus. While there were several clubs that recognized certain achievements, there were no organization that recognized a combination of scholastic and distinguished service to the college. OMD was created not only to recognize students, but also faculties and staff for their overall services, achievements, and dedications to Pasadena City College. Now that you know what OMD is, I would like to take this time to acknowledge the graduating member of Omicron Mu Delta. Will all the OMD members please rise? Please give a round of applause for all these individuals who have not only achieved academic success, but also have gone out of their way to contribute and give back to the community of Pasadena City College. Later tonight, after the graduation ceremony, if you see someone with a bronze medallion or a black and white graduation cord, please don't be afraid to give them a pat in the back for their achievement and dedication to the community. Just like many of these individuals standing here today, OMD is honored to have had other PCC alumni, including Jackie Robinson, who broke the racial barrier in athletics when he became the first African-American baseball league player, and James Cesarian, a famous state official who has a mountain in Antarctica named after him for his achievement in establishing the Treaty of 12 Nations. Like many of them, the possibility for achievements and services are limitless. 4 years ago, I came to this campus with the expectation that I'll be graduating and transferring in 2 years, believing that getting a class or finding parking on the first 2 weeks of school would be easy. Many of us, like me, came out of high school with little confidence of who we were, not knowing what to major in. However, despite the obstacles we encountered, we sit here tonight as proof that age, gender, ethnicity, and parenthood sets no limit in furthering one's education or one's ability to provide service. 12 years ago, if my parents didn't insist on bringing me to America, I wouldn't have had the opportunity I had today. I want to thank my family, my friends, and everyone who had helped me become the person I am today. Throughout these 4 years, I have learned a lot. And tonight, if there's one thing to take away from this commencement, please take away this. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Leave a good impression, always smile, and treat others the way they want to be treated, because you don't know what will happen one day when you're in need of help. Every single one of you have made an impact in somebody's life, and don't you forget that. Martin Luther King once said, "Everybody can be great because anybody can serve." You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. The beauty of service is anybody can do it. Start small, and you will be surprised by the impact it makes. So after tonight, remember, we have worked so hard to achieve this milestone. So why stop here? Go out and serve the community. Go out and make a difference in another's life. Unlike other schools, PCC is a school of history and diversity, a school of resources and achievements. Being one of the top community college in California and #1 in associate degree for transfer, we should all be honored to sit here tonight as graduating class of 2016. So, congratulations, class of 2016. We made it!
Good evening. It is my pleasure to introduce the student speaker for the class of 2016, Miss Athena Garcia Gunn. Athena Madison Garcia Gunn is a passionate foster youth advocate, public speaker, published author, artist, and a dedicated full-time student. During the summer of 2013, Athena was chosen as one of 16 from a nationwide pool of applicants to be a part of a congressional coalition on Adoption Institute's Congressional Foster Youth Internship Program, where Athena interned in Washington, D.C. with Congressmember Karen Bass and worked on foster care policy and structure. While in D.C., Athena developed a policy recommendation titled "The Right to a Forever Family," to seek alternative foster adoptive placements for youth to find permanent families, which she later presented in a congressional briefing. Athena returned to continue her degree at Pasadena City College and has focused primarily on school to finish her political science and behavioral and social sciences degrees. As a former foster youth herself, Athena proactively works to improve the foster care system on a local, state, and federal level. Athena is a newly appointed board member at Santa Anita Family Services in Arcadia as an expert consultant on various foster care issues for the Children's Bureau and the Capacity Building Center for the States. Graduates and guests, Miss Athena Garcia Gunn.
Good evening, fellow graduates, friends, family, and faculty. There is a general stigma in society that can undermine a community college student that I have felt when I introduce myself and regurgitate my resume, as is common in socializing and small talk. Whatever the circumstances, whether you are a veteran returning to school or trying to speed up your degree because you feel you are running out of time, or you're a busy mother or have battled the obstacles of a disability, or you are a homeless student just itching to succeed. The tenacity and grit of the community college student is often overlooked. Introducing yourself as a community college student is almost like a drawback because we prize universities like USC and UCLA. But it is not until we apply to transfer that in those transfer applications where we must articulate our character, that we then realize the people we have become. We then understand how being a community college student actually changed a bit of who we are. In my particular background, when I emancipated from the foster care system, I risked becoming homeless like many foster youth do. The statistics against foster youth are grim. Less than 3% will achieve a college degree, while 1 in 3 will be prisoners one day. By prioritizing my education, I defied these statistics, despite past experiences. As a young girl raised by immigrant parents, my education was considered optional, while meeting our basic needs was a daily priority. As the eldest child, I was more concerned in raising my siblings and fighting to ensure a better life for all of us, rather than focusing on my education. I remember that at 13 years old, I'd beg for food and supplies at shelters, and go to shelters, to neighbors' doors, exchanging work for food, while constantly watching my back from rapists and predators. I sacrificed a lot to have a fighting chance, but I had hope. I didn't dream of success. I didn't know what that looked like. I dreamt of opportunity. After putting my siblings and myself into care, meeting our basic needs was no longer the priority, no longer a concern, and I was able to focus on school. When I was being bounced around from home to home, PCC became a home to me. I knew I could always come to campus and find a mentor. I leaned on my academics emotionally. I buried myself in work, and I loved it. My professors taught me content I had never heard of and made me fall in love with philosophy, biology, English, and math. And as I was basking in the beauty of such philosophers and writers, I was crafting myself, my passions, and I was becoming more disciplined in asserting my point in conversation and in writing stellar essays. I had no idea that I was capable of discovering myself through academics. My professors saw beyond the stigma of community college students and gave students like myself a chance to learn quality material that some would argue was far beyond what a community college student could digest. Yet through the content I delve into, the insight of such thinkers taught me lessons that made me feel wiser and hungry for more. The time I spent at PCC allowed me to have a deeper understanding of my passions and of who I am and what I can do for this world. With sheer drive and a bit of risk-taking, at 19, I earned a congressional internship in Washington, D.C., where I published a policy recommendation to improve the lives of foster youth. Today, I am 22 and a board member for Santa Anita Family Services, and I'm an expert consultant for the Children's Bureau out of Washington, D.C. And sometime in my future, I plan to be a lawyer with a friend who is graduating with me today. If it weren't for my professors who challenged my beliefs, who pushed my boundaries and expanded my way of looking at the world, I wouldn't be the person I am today, nor would I be standing here this very moment. Maggie Kuhn's "Speak Even If Your Voice Shakes" reminds me that people commonly forget the power of their voice, of advocating for oneself, and of advocating for others. And although mine always shook, I refuse to give up. I am just one voice in an ocean of stories, My learning experiences reveal that passion cannot be taught. Motivation isn't taught, it is inspired. And although it is difficult to overcome our pasts, our burdens, our losses, and overcoming those are growing pains in themselves, graduating today is a milestone of our resilience, our character, and our determination to not only survive, but to succeed. No matter what path you choose to take on after today, you can officially say you are a college graduate. The ritual of walking across this stage cements all of your time and hard work. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jeannie Sullivan. I serve as the Vice President of the Classified Senate. I'm very happy to have the special and distinct honor of presenting to you this year's recipients of Special Recognition Honors for the Pasadena City College Campus Recognition. The Math Resource Center has served and supported countless number of math students for many, many years. Other than the phenomenal tutoring service they offer to math students, the Math Resource Center constantly strives to improve student success through innovative ideas and program development. And even beyond that, the center offers a sense of community to students taking math. It provides hope for students who may be struggling in math so that they know that they are not alone and that there is help and that they can achieve their goals.
I would ask Mr. Don Lease, sitting in the front row, to please stand. My name is Bobby Abram. I'm Executive Director of the PCC Foundation. I have the honor to recognize the Don and Dorvin Lease families tonight with the PCC Community Special Recognition. This year's Special Recognition Award is being presented posthumously to Dorvin Lease, who passed away in 2015, and to his brother Don, who is with us tonight and is a current resident of Pasadena. Both brothers are alumni of PCC. Prior to Dorvin's death in 2015, he made his wishes known that with a donation of $100,000, a special place within the campus's Boone Sculpture Garden would be known as the Dorvin and Betty Lease Peace Plaza. Thanks to the persistent work of his brother, Don, to realize that dream, the family Lease Peace Plaza was dedicated in February of this year. We thank you and your families for this great contribution to PCC.
In your printed program, you will find brief summaries of the reasons why the college's Special Recognition Committee and the Board of Trustees decided to confer these most special honors. It is my pleasure to express genuine appreciation on behalf of the Board of Trustees for the great dedication, hard work, commitment, and special support shown to Pasadena City College by these generous members of the campus community and the larger community. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I am President of the Academic Senate of Pasadena City College. It is my pleasure to be here with you this evening and to have the opportunity to acknowledge the accomplishments of the graduates and our outstanding Pasadena City College faculty and staff. And at this time, to introduce the recipients of the Risser Award for Distinguished Teaching. I would like to ask Dr. Jillian Blotti to stand. A chemistry professor at PCC, Dr. Bellotti has left quite the impression on her students. She is the most motivational, inspirational person I've ever met, explained one of her Chemistry 1A students. I left her class with a more efficient problem-solving skill set, greater critical and analytical thinking, and confidence to go for a career in chemical engineering. But not only is Dr. Blotti a chemistry professor, she devotes her time and energy to PCC's Chemistry Club, offers her help at STEM Center and the eCure, which is Early Career Undergraduate Research Program in the Science Village, and takes the time to individually mentor her students outside of class. Dr. Blotti truly cares about PCC, said another student, and really wants to continue to make it an even better place where students can gain valuable experience to further help them achieve success upon transfer. Please join me in recognition of Dr. Blotti and her continued passion for her work and inspiration for her students. Now I would like to ask Carol Calandra to stand. Carol is being recognized as the outstanding staff in support of education. Known for being the heart of the Pasadena City College Veterans Resource Center, Carol also dedicates her time to being the co-chair of the PCC Veterans Club, the first VP of the PCC PTSA, a member of Cal State University Los Angeles Veteran Advisory Committee, a board member of the Cal State ULA Rehabilitation Counseling Program, a certified veterans health advocate, and a trained suicide prevention gatekeeper. Quote, "To say that Carol goes above and beyond for our students is an understatement," said a close friend and colleague of Carol's. The types of student problems she handles on a daily basis would astound you. Carol helps to find our students housing, marriage counseling, academic resources, and cash in order to get them through the hard weeks when they are waiting for their benefits to come in. She literally saves lives in her suicide prevention work. She supports our students in a truly 24/7 fashion. A former PCC student and veteran echoed that statement, saying, "Carol is our champion. She's a vital asset here at PCC." Please join me in warmly applauding the dedication and contributions of Ms. Carol Calandra. Thank you.
Those graduates who are receiving administrative honors and those who have been made permanent members of the Alpha Gamma Sigma Honor Society can be recognized by the gold stalls they are wearing. I would like to ask those students to stand and be recognized by all of us for their outstanding academic achievements.
Dr. Foster, on behalf of the students of Pasadena City College, I convey to you, the faculty of Pasadena City College, the class of 2016.
Dr. Verdin, on the recommendation of the faculty of the college, I present you the candidates for the Associates of Arts and Associates of Sciences degrees of Pasadena City College, certificate recipients, as well as the candidates from the Community Education Center's high school diploma program.
Board President Wah, I have the special honor of presenting to you candidates for the degrees of Associate of Arts and Associate of Sciences and Career and Technical Education certificate recipients. It is also my privilege to present students who have been recommended by the faculty of the Pasadena City College Community Education Center as candidates for the high school diploma. I certify that upon completion of their programs of study, These candidates will have satisfied the requirements of the state of California and of the Pasadena Area Community College District.
Thank you, Dr. Verdian. By virtue of the authority vested in me as a duly elected representative of the residents of the Pasadena Area Community College District, and as president of the Board of Trustees of Pasadena City College, it is my honor, on behalf of the board, to award you your diplomas and degrees and to confer upon you all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Please allow me to congratulate you on having reached this important milestone in your quest for new knowledge and skills. We look forward to knowing that your accomplishments here empowered you to make important and positive progress in each of your future endeavors. Pasadena City College's faculty, staff, administrators, and members of the Board of Trustees are most proud of your accomplishments. Congratulations and best wishes for a happy and successful future. At this time, and as Dr. Verdian, Mr. Selvage, and I move to the front section of the stage, I'd like to ask the summa cum laude students and the first row of graduates to stand and approach the stage to receive degrees and diplomas.
Scott Zvan Kin. Crystal Gordon. Anastasia Kefalas. Rodolfo Cerda. Orlando R. Padilla. Jairik Bagumian Sangbarani. Graciel Royce Baquinela. Jackie Guo. Charlene Ongeko. Ashley Gentry. Stella Petkova. Madeline C. Jackie Chow Chen. Anais Linares. Irving Morales. Jenny Chuang. Athena Marie Madison Garcia Gunn. Angela Michelle Lopez.
Joshua Mentrop.
Jane Sue.
Emily Josephine Melder.
Cassandra Rincon.
Ricardo Potlin.
Brianna Hernandez.
Beverly Dominguez.
Erica Sanchez.
Stephen Stark.
Jamaica Springs.
Tatiana Overly.
Jorge Zamora.
Orchid Dawoodian.
Oscar Martinez.
Keisha Bloom.
Eric Openshaw.
Christopher Rauza.
Arthur Comtrashan.
Raul De Pablo.
Mariam Noemi Kachatrian.
Anthony Rodriguez.
Hagop Partagian.
Heidi Mitchell Nunez.
Shant Krikorian.
Lori Ugalde.
Mark Borunda.
Jocelyn Liliana Ramirez.
Luis Gerardo Hernandez Jr.
Victor Pinzan Gonzalez.
Jaron Adam Lee.
Sandra Regina Marquez.
Sergio Banuelas Jr.
Cindy Karina Miranda.
Bernice Esquivel Arriaga. No, you cannot say that.
Chiama Okoye.
Melody Conjote.
Amanda Reed.
Stacia Colors.
Celestina Boyle.
Jennifer Luke.
Jacqueline Rue.
Maribel Diaz.
Megan Catherine McRae.
Veronica Elizabeth Palacios.
Jesse Medina.
Molly Shea.
Arthur Tanjuna.
Marina Elizabeth Cruz.
Maiko Allen Nakakura.
Michelle Lynn Patterson.
Jose A. Mojica.
Janina Crystal Zacharias.
Magali Murillo.
Ana Gidrosa.
Veronica Serrano.
Kristen Marie Martinez.
Diana Muradayan.
Phelan Hurlbert.
Kristen Marie Mesa.
Li Hang Dang.
Candy Nadia Mendoza.
Abe Padua.
Jason Andrew Valenzuela.
Jules Royan Wu.
Catherine Villanueva.
Harman Singh.
Kevin Mojica.
Ernil Abincia.
Elizabeth Orozco.
Edwin J. Carmona.
Rodney D. Wallace.
Jasmine Garcia Medrano.
Zara Moradi.
Oishe Lopez Engelman.
Pamela Rolls.
Emilio B. Gonzalez.
Hobawan Nujian.
Stephanie Gamboa.
Trang Nguyen.
Estela Carranza.
Chao Nguyen.
Glisel Robledo.
Andy Vo.
Nancy Cortez Castañeda.
Dang Nguyen.
Carla Madrigal.
Crystal Plasencia.
Irving Cabral.
Dung In Tran.
Denicia Christine Aguayo.
Nok Jin.
Marisol Hernandez.
John Lewis Peters II.
Christian Arca.
Daniel Ruiz Camacho.
Daryl John Angeles Ferrer.
Nim Jun.
Kiri Brian Leahy.
Maria Rodarte.
Celeste Benitez.
Jocelyn Sandoval.
Justin Marie Del Rosario.
Hamlet Shamirian.
Leoda Ajani.
John Reyes.
David Flores.
Vanessa Macias.
Elaine No.
Jacqueline Pena.
Tanya Hernandez Rivera.
Jeffrey Barea.
Diego Lugo.
Catherine Blair Mansky.
Betty Flores.
Denise Peterson.
Hue Huynh.
Veronica Maya.
Robert Matthew Hernandez.
Andrea Mejia.
Sean London.
Christine Siddhartha.
Ariela Herrera.
Sharon Wijaja.
Kayla Chinchilla.
Winston Wijaja.
Miriam Janet Lopez.
Christina Ann White.
Giovanni Castillo.
Samantha Quinones.
Hugo Castillo Garcia.
Lucy Montoya Prado.
Lukman Lee.
Herdecine Nicola Townsend.
Brandon Michael Hervey.
Jesse Jimenez.
Esmeralda Bonilla.
Mingji J. Cao.
Janet J. Choi.
Maria G. Orozco.
Luan T. Hong Lei.
Patipon Radon.
Hitet Kant.
David Peng.
Truk Do.
Hanson Tat.
Jasmine Fennel.
Sylvia Pitones.
Lisa Zhao.
Lucy Heidi Lopez.
August Licano.
Tatiana Teo.
Karen Laravelino.
Lizette Hernandez.
Janet Llamas Diaz.
Karem Reyes Marquez.
Gabriel Aparicio.
Emma Turian.
Claudio Olvera.
Alejandra Palacios.
Jalika Soraya Gaskin.
Muriel Tate.
Harut Gassarian.
Realisa Osantos.
Erica May Bernabe.
Ting Seng.
Laura Castro.
Jiha Park.
Arcelia Jacobo.
Watana Mao.
Edwin Liao.
Jenna Thornhill.
Christopher Quit.
Hung Tao Wang.
Fabiola Gerardina Gonzalez.
Angie Rosales.
Ana Mancia.
Alejandra Perez.
Ashley Iniquez.
Talin Margosian.
Lindsay Iniquez.
Natalie Sheng.
Amber Castro Diaz.
Anne Isabella Rodriguez Webb.
Anthony James Carter.
Philip Andrew Solomon.
Rubicela Hernandez.
Truvana Tamiel Oliver.
Angeli Ann Ledesma.
Tom T. Nguyen.
Glendon Elan Garcia.
Diana Perez.
William Hahn. Abigail Ashley Allers.
Samantha Watson.
Daniela Carranza.
Amber Terran.
Angelica Infante.
Jasmine Torres.
Sergio Chavez.
Deanna Laguna.
Catherine Amy Braxton.
Darlene Ortiz.
Jessica Lopez.
Angel Santana.
Magali Hernandez.
Corin Vasquez.
Cedric Davis.
Kevin Rivas.
Mariah Melissa Clark.
Ain't Theory.
Courtney Elizabeth Burl.
Stephanie Marie Vasquez.
Andrea Cardenas.
Ayman Perez.
Coronel. Stephanie Coronel.
Rachel Parness.
Roshan Davis.
Gabriel Raymond Salazar.
Rose Drew.
Edgar Perez Lopez.
Jessica Guerra Rodriguez.
Blanca Perez.
Daniela Harkin.
Pilar M. Paredes.
Monsi Lopez.
Esmeralda Sylvia Yee.
Leah Colette Bach.
Charlotte Swart.
Andrea Cruz.
Julia Swart.
Javier Luna.
Karen Rios.
Marisa Ann Gonzalez.
Nancy Martinez.
Hans Ogayan Kua.
Sergio Navarro.
Michelle Alexis Jimenez.
Cynthia Guadalupe Maravillas.
Diana Kiem.
Claudia Speedy Ramos Perez.
Chris Hoyan Lee.
Crystal Octamia.
Roy Harmon.
Jennifer Morales.
Kenneth Campos.
Sandra Martinez.
Alonzo Aon.
Angel Martinez.
Natalie Field.
Lila Selena Paredes.
Rebecca Alvarez.
Elizabeth Reyes.
Kayla Hillary.
Candice Lee Roman.
Aria Lewin.
Fan Tran.
Andrew Chin.
Alex Rodriguez.
Dongliang Lee.
Anthony Martinez.
Kamthu Duong.
Holly Riker Sloan.
Danielle Nicole Headwall.
Viviana M. Ordaz.
Maha Zera Haq.
Karen Nahra.
Har del Pilar.
Victor Menchaca.
Civil Destiny Fernandez.
Orlando Marin.
Jacqueline Hernandez.
Leslie Lorena Reyes.
Anna Sophia Curry.
Xiao Hui Shannon Young.
Bianca Yvonne Chavez.
Estela Martinez.
Michael Cahey.
Jose Martinez Lera.
Monica Chen.
Monica Valentine.
Isaac Holguin.
Christina Palacios.
Cameron Took.
Jesus Zuniga.
Hannah Gonzalez.
Wendy Romero.
Shelby De Leon.
Nicholas Perez.
Chris Escobar.
Michael Zarazua.
Catalina Alvarado.
Eva Torres.
Ruby Lopez.
Sareen Arfalian.
Corinne Deng.
Megan Brianna Pro.
Li Zheng.
Ani Vertonas.
Nicholas Abbott.
Jeanette Parada.
Francisco Cabral.
Daniel J. Nerio.
Joshua Dominguez.
Gonzalo Martinez.
Jose Castillo Gonzalez.
Jasmine J. Thronches.
Kevin Flores.
Maria Carmen Silva.
Kemly Maribel Arandia.
Raquel Chico.
Aurora Alvarado.
Michelle Ivy.
Cameron Berger.
Patricia V. Mullen.
Ching Yong Chen.
Alicia Del Carmen Mosley.
Amanda Serda.
Negin Milani.
Noemi Gonzalez.
Megan Sanz.
Nilaha Blunt. Oh, Nelijah Blunt.
Anna Betty Sanchez.
Daniel Guzman.
Samantha Maurice Africa.
Manuel Diaz.
Diana A. Moreno.
Jessica Abarca.
Rosa Yasmin Torres.
Jessica Aburto.
Chao Lan Wu.
Gilbert Jesus Gonzalez.
Herbert Angelo Tabin.
Josue Antonio Avalos.
Sandra Lydia Olivas.
Nicholas Babas.
Imelda Gwen Vasquez.
John Edwin Senkner.
Janine McCarthy.
Vanessa Isaias.
Drew Edward Morgan.
Jacqueline Gonzalez.
Quan Tran.
Leanne Feldman.
Joanna Vasquez.
Dana Alexis Gradillas.
Genevieve Valier Shao.
Sean Lacey.
George Sosa.
Brent Cano.
David Alexander Sosa.
Luis Garcia.
Christian Joseph Ruben Reyes.
Yvonne Gutierrez.
Christior McCloney.
Christina Jaquez.
Karum Martinez. Karam Martinez.
Raylene Dudley.
Joey Naranjo.
Daniel Alec Copland.
Humberto Silva.
Gwanda Fu.
Gayatri Narayanan Zubramanian.
Hector Covarrubias.
Darren Nursalim.
Elisa Carrillo Medina.
Jesselyn Mendoza.
Hui Chu Dong.
Nin Chan Tu.
Chung Hang Chung.
Fumi Yoshida.
Monique Catherine.
Hiroki Takyada.
Ali de Leon Aviles.
Emmanuel Riliera.
Rafaela Lisboa.
Amanda Medina.
Brandon Beltran.
Laura Cecil Parker.
Alicia Jacqueline Cowens.
Miranda Vendel.
Sona Hazvepian.
Bridget Salinas.
David Glenn Larson.
Tammy Murray.
Talia Gonzalez.
Karina Almanza.
Bobak Manzavi.
Brittany Ikasandru Nira.
Wendy Wang.
Elizabeth Yepes.
Daniel Licks.
Nicole Bixman.
Shavana Renee Greer.
Marlene Vasigo.
Wendy Amador.
Evelyn Marie Perez.
Erickson Rufi Rogero Alibado.
Justin Oscar Reta.
Sabrina Adele Rogero Aliabad.
Francisco Mendoza III.
Azucena Cruz.
Tammy J.
Hector Martinez. Lasha Aguilar.
Alejandro Renaga.
Jessica Flores.
Caitlin Lee Cunningham.
Wendy Ramirez Valdez.
Min Nguyen.
Danielle Bernard.
Wong Nguyen.
Larry Davis Ball.
Yuyi Zhu.
Ruby Estrella.
Rebecca Sao.
Laura Antonio.
Christina Nazarian.
Jasmine Hernandez.
Morgan Marie Maloney.
Vanessa Monique Contreras.
Eva Zhao.
Alisa Barcina.
Dan Aliana Nonconi.
Georgina Leal.
Randall Trice.
Jose Alfredo Gamboa.
Heidi Navarro.
Marco Antonio Castillo.
Nancy Pena.
Vicky Denise Gonzalez.
Stephen Marquez.
Patricia Montserrat Garcia.
Maria Belén Murillo.
Daniel Chavez.
Kevin Vargas.
Lyndall John Rodrigo Bautista.
Brianna Rodriguez.
Rhonda Cave Leon.
Miranda Paez.
Dennis Loy.
Xiao Feng Zhu.
Xenia Aguilar.
Long Song.
Joseph Gomez.
Jing Wang.
Matthew Benedict.
Luis Soto.
Lisette Dunoguez.
Waldo Sosa.
Jesse Lopez.
Jonathan Smith Weston.
Marlene Christine Canales.
Nikki Perry.
Joshua Vignoles Jeong.
Jocelyn McCoy.
Jess Harvey.
Ashley Sanchez.
Stephanie Maria Basto.
Jordan Lewis Stremfel.
Christina Jiang.
Erica Christine Rodriguez.
Chen Chen Ma.
Abraham Zuniga.
Veronica Castellon.
Ahmad Akawi.
Kennedy Grace Sullivan.
Daniela M. Ruvalcaba.
Ben Kaiser.
Lynn Nguyen.
Mark Elijah Peart.
Sequoia Thompson.
Daniel Didat Wire.
Claudia Victoria Rodriguez.
Elijah Turner.
King Tech.
Samantha Kyle Flores.
Jenny Wu.
Carla Flores.
Olivia Tu.
Carmina Ortiz.
Mingan Nguyen.
Ruth Amaya.
Kevin Zong.
Kirsten Eko Nakamura.
Sunny Sok.
Judith Espinoza.
Judith Moreno.
Belinda Cassandra Dornidon.
Meng Ki Tang.
Veronica Davis.
Suwa Boy.
Diana Ana Arapetyan.
Vanessa Vicente Nunez.
Bianca Munoz.
David Tecum.
Alexis Huerta.
Vanessa Serrato.
Cindy Huerta.
Tanya Teb Nanta Pramot.
Kimberly Huerta.
Tinoch My Win.
Brenda Karina Judil.
Branislav Obrenovich.
Angelica Carolina Crenshaw.
Ling Zeng.
Rudy Castaneda.
Si Zeng.
Marina Gill.
Cesar.
Marina Gill.
Cesar Quezada.
Aaron James Causapin.
Alejandra Murillo.
Chen Lee.
Colleen M. Yu.
Kyle Roderick Gridley.
Giselle Montano.
Maritza Andrade.
Robert Brandon Thomas.
Megan Suran Kim.
Wow Shao.
Henry Hugh.
Yi Weng.
Aaron Dubshin.
Sean Healy T. Wong.
John Nicholas Castañeras.
Tatiana Espinoza.
Derek Shepard.
Robert Rambuyan.
Annie Viola Lowell.
Sandra Lourdes Zeladon.
Anthony Andrew Flores.
Francis Paz.
Natalie Guevara.
Stephanie Romero.
Daniel David.
Rodney Thomas.
Christina Montserrat Aguilera Arguelles.
Pamela Velasquez Avilla.
Jeremy Fragosa.
Maria Santian Garza.
Melina Consuelo Luna.
Wenkai Tuao.
Vanessa Aguilar.
Tiani Zhu.
Dashel Golar.
Jordan Dine.
Jessica Antoinette Juarez.
Christopher Salinas.
Alejandro Flores.
Kimberly Mayor.
Kelly Ingram.
Kiana Sullivan.
Lynn Liu.
Brandon Palomino.
Feng Hong.
Mara Alvarez.
Fuong Gip.
Delilah Reyes Teles.
Jacqueline Dominguez.
Elsa Rubio Flores.
Kendall Delgado.
Kevin Maravilla.
David Contreras.
Yi Leng Beng.
Renee Herrera.
Joshua Chan.
Nancy Yvonne Gonzalez.
Elisa Saldana.
Latoya Tranice Andrews.
Benjamin Papik.
Nancy Alvarez.
Hector Villapudia.
Saranjargal Gomparachaga.
Nathan Tunai.
Ziwen Zhang.
Tin Sandar Kuni.
Yuchen Lee.
Don Rosales.
Wei Jiang.
Catherine Lee.
Alicia Kuch.
Zilin Lee.
Jajun Liu.
Joshua Garcia.
Ziyuan Mei.
Gilbert Zadorian.
Zhao He.
Monica Renteria.
Yen Dong.
Tin K. Nguyen.
Alicia Ledesma.
Nan Vu.
Nayeli Hurieta.
Mohammed Kaspi.
Delmi Cantarero.
Fook Fan.
Adriana Escobedo.
Edwin Ricardo Torres.
Sonny John Baptiste Jr.
Van Tu.
Kylin Craig.
Yi Lee.
Brian Bozajian.
Jonathan Berjikian.
Alexia Mercado.
Bora Ann.
Cynthia Cortez.
Nina Cravioto.
Luis Miguel Rodriguez.
Samantha Bucio.
Daniel Joseph Lattes.
Augusto So Beroja.
Anna Lee.
Deborah Marie Bennett.
Sonia Granada.
Lanza Arias.
Ina Barcelona.
Alfred Jr. Yanez.
Alma Leon.
Joshua Anthony Jimenez.
Hao Fu.
Ramiro Biondo Lilo.
Mei Lee.
Lizanne Bagger.
Ki Lee.
Stephen Bagger.
Tao Lee.
Annie Connie Ramirez.
Wayman Alex Lamb.
Sandra Peoya Perez.
Gilbert Galavis.
Odia Lopez.
Brenda Dillon. Brenda Lepe. Irene Chen. Huat Chia. Ricardo Lopez. Celis Brianne Aguilar. Erica Denise Estrada Medina. Jennifer Cruz. Azucena Lopez. Dweerong Hu. Mingyue Tan. Miriam Arciniega. Leticia Ibarra. Karina Cortez. Matthew Raul Luevano. Natalie Escandari. Jonathan R. Gutierrez. Monica Leon. Seneda Benavides. Jeff Bonchert. Shagid Avadisian. Martha Zulema Gomez Luna. Leslie Cruz. Lee Quinn Hua. Lele Mirle Fregoso. Jenilyn Agaton Carbonell. Vuakleng Kang. Magali Lagunas. Min Lee. Gabriela Garcia. Lakeisha Ross. Marilyn Saldana. Anissa Yvette Rivas. Na Chai. Chen Chen Lu. Gabby Gonzalez. Galen Summerlin. Israel Santiago. Chae Young Chu. Joanne Huang.
Graduates, we have now come to the time when the symbolic acknowledgement of your graduation and commencement occurs. Graduates, will you please rise facing the stage? According to long-standing academic tradition, candidates for graduation are required to wear the tassel on their cap on the right side. You are now recognized as having completed the requirements for your degree, certificate, or diploma. Conferring of your degree, certificate, or diploma has been conveyed by the President of the Board of Trustees, and you have been publicly recognized by name. As a symbol of your academic achievements, you may now signify that you're a graduate of Pasadena City College by moving your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left side. You may now be seated. Before we begin the formal closing recessional, I would like to take a moment to thank all of those who worked so hard to prepare for this celebration, especially the officers of student life, facilities services, staging services, video and television production, campus use, public relations, I-8 food service, student business services, campus police, and safety services, as well as the host of faculty, staff, and student volunteers who selflessly gave of their time toward the success of this event. I would also like to extend special thanks to the members of the Pasadena City College music community, including the PCC Concert Band, for the inspiring musical contributions to the ceremony. This is also a good time to bring to your attention that this evening's entire ceremony has been recorded and can be viewed. Finally, I would like to offer my personal congratulations to the graduates and those closest to them for the outstanding achievements we have recognized and celebrated here this evening. Also, my thanks to all of our faculty and staff, and to all of you, our guests, for joining us here this evening. With the recessional of the graduates, we will bring to a close the formal part of this year's commencement ceremony. Please let me have your attention, and let me especially emphasize that this is a formal recessional. Everyone in the audience is to stay in place until all of the people on stage, the faculty, and the graduates have completely exited the stadium. Once the recessional has concluded, we invite all of you to join the graduates in the main quad area to the north of us to enjoy complimentary refreshments, music, and to continue the celebration of our students' accomplishments. Now the stage party will begin the formal recessional. Now that the graduates and faculty are on their way to the quad for the reception, it is time for the rest of us to join them. Thank you and good evening. Thank you. Thank you.